Michael Kerr here, author of Hire, Inspire, and Fuel Their Fire, with a culture-building tip for your workplace. If you are going to make real changes in your culture and be more intentional about your culture, you need to sell the message around why culture matters, which means you need to internalize why it matters. And let me remind you right now, very quickly, your culture matters because it affects absolutely everything in your organization. It affects how well people work together and collaborate together. It affects your creativity and innovation. It affects how happy your employees are, which in turn affects how happy your customers are. It affects your internal service that you provide to each other, which impacts the service you provide to your customers. It affects your external brand and image. It affects your ability to attract and keep great employees. It affects your employee turnover rates. It affects the stress level in your workplace. There are so many reasons that culture drives success, but you need to understand the why and you need to sell the why. And here are 3 reasons why you need to understand the why. Number 1, there's a difference between knowing about something and doing something about it. It's the knowing-doing gap. Look, everybody on the planet talks about how important our employees are, how important culture is, but there's a huge disconnect there when you look at the surveys, when you look at how disengaged most employees are. So for you to really change your mindset, your attitude, your behaviors when it comes to your workplace culture and be more intentional about it, you need to understand and learn about why culture matters. The second reason to focus on the why the why matters, is you can't do this alone. No matter what level of the organization you are at, you need to rally culture champions. You need to rally support to make the changes, to take your culture to the next level. So you need to be able to clearly articulate and champion why culture matters. And the third reason why the why matters is it will keep you focused on the end result. It'll keep you focused on the proverbial ball. Because here's what happens. We know that this stuff matters, but then life takes over. You get incredibly busy. And all of a sudden, you start forgetting the important stuff. You start making shortcuts. You start making short-term decisions that aren't in the best interest of your culture. You forget to ask that question, how is this going to impact and reflect our culture? So 3 reasons why the why matters, why you need to understand why culture truly is your #1 competitive advantage.